2 because during take 1 my son's hound was being too loud. Alright. Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. All the praises and thanks be to Allah, the Lord of the, the most gracious, the most merciful, the only owner of the day of recompense. You we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us to the straight way, the way of those on whom you have bestowed your grace, not of those who earned your anger, nor of those who went astray. The opening. The praise be to Allah, the Rabb. Let's see. Lord, non-Arabic word of Aramaic Syriac origin. Alamin, of the Alamin. C. Worlds, non-Arabic word Aramaic Hebrew Syriac origin. The Rahman, the Rahim. Let's see. Rahman, merciful, non-Arabic word Hebrew Greek origin. Rahim, merciful, non-Arabic word of Hebrew Greek origin. The owner of the day of the Din. Din, judgment, non-Arabic word Aramaic Iranian origin. G. To you we serve, and to you we seek assistance. Guide us to the straight Sirat. Sirat, way, non-Arabic word of Greek Aramaic origin. The way of those whom you have graced, not those whom the wrath is against, nor the lost ones. Which one is it? Al-Masad. There we go. Surat Al-Masad, the palm fiber, 111. 111 in a traditional ordering. Perish the two hands of Abu Lahab, in parentheses, an uncle to the Prophet, and perish he. His wealth and his children will not benefit him. He will be burnt in a fire of blazing flames, and his wife too, who carries wood on her neck. In her neck is a twisted rope of Masad, in parentheses, palm fiber. Let's see, 111, the fiber. Perish the hands of Abu Lahab, and he will perish. His money and what he has earned did not benefit him. He will roast in a flaming fire, and his woman will be a carrier of firewood. She will have a rope of fiber around her neck. Okay. The next surah is a little bit longer than that. Oh, a lot longer. We're looking for, let's see, 81. No tuck. Can I mark everything? Yes, I did mark everything. Just that bookmarker didn't stick out as much. Takwir. Yes. Surat at not al, at Takwir, wound round and lost its sight. When the sun is wound round and its light is lost and is overthrown, and when the stars fall, and when the mountains are made to pass away, and when the pregnant she-camels are neglected, and when the wild beasts are gathered together, and when the sea is become as blazing fire or overthrown, and when the souls who joined with their bodies, and when a female buried alive is questioned, for what sin was she killed? I'm going to break this one up a little bit. Okay, so it's right up to 9. When the sun is rolled up, and when the stars are falling down, and when the mountains are moved, and when the pregnant ones are stopped, and when the wild beasts are gathered, and when the seas are thrown, and when their souls are paired, and when the female who was buried alive is asked, for what sin was she killed? And when the pages are laid open, and when the heaven is stripped off and taken away from its place, and when hellfire is set ablaze, and when paradise is brought near, then every person will know what he has brought. So verily I swear by the planets that recede, and by the planets that move swiftly and hide themselves, and by the night as it departs, and by the dawn as it brightens. And when the pages of writings are opened, and when the heaven is scraped off, and when the hell is set ablaze, and when the garden draws near, a soul knew what it had brought forth. So I will not swear by the planets, which move then hide, and the night when it darkens, and the dawn when it breathes. Yeah, I think I didn't read that. Okay. 19. Verily, this is the word, a most honorable messenger, owner of power, with Allah, the Lord of the throne, obeyed and trustworthy. And your companion is not a madman, and indeed, he saw him, and he withholds not a knowledge of the unseen, and it is not the word of the outcast, Shaitan. But where are you going? Verily, this is no less than a reminder to all the mankind and jinn, to whomsoever among you who wills to walk straight, and you cannot will unless that Allah wills. The Lord of the... Go. "19. Surely it is the word of a generous messenger, the possessor of power with the high throne, obeyed, then trustworthy. And your companion is not a demon possessed, and indeed he saw him in the clear horizon, and he is not withholding anything about the unseen. And it is not the words of a stoned Satan. So where are you going? This is nothing but a reminder to the world, to those among you who will to go straight, and you will not will, except if all of the Lord wills, Lord of the worlds, wills. Alright. I'm fitting at least 4 surah into this episode because of how short the first 2 were. Maybe we'll get a 5th. Here's the 4th one of this episode. Okay, this one is 87 Alala. Surat Al-Allah. Let's see. Glorify the name of your Lord, the Most High, who has created and then proportioned it, and who has measured and then guided, and who brings out the pasturage and then makes it dark stubble. We shall make you to recite, so you shall not forget it. Except what Allah may will, He knows what is apparent and what is hidden. Okay, yeah. That's 7. Done reading. Praise the name of your Lord the Highest, who created, so He fashioned, and who estimated, so He guided, and who brings forth the pasture, so He made it gathered scum. We will make you read, so do not forget. Except for what Allah wills, surely He knows what is proclaimed and what is hidden. And we shall make easy for you the easy way. Therefore, remind in the case the reminder profits. The reminder will be received by him who fears, but it will be avoided by the wretched. Who will enter the great fire? There he will never die, nor live. Indeed, whosoever purifies himself shall achieve success, and remembers the name of his Lord, and prays. Nay, you prefer the life of this world, although the hereafter is better and more lasting. Verily, this is in the former scriptures, the scriptures of Ibrahim and Musa, Abraham and Moses. And we will make it easy for you that which was easy. So remind if the reminder profits. Let's see. Who fears will be reminded, and the troublemaker will avoid it. Who will be roasted in the big fire? Then he will not die in it, nor will he live. Indeed, whoever is purified prospers, and remembers his Lord's name, so he prayed. Yet you prefer the world's life, and the hereafter is better and lasting. Surely this is in the first pages of writings, the pages of the writings of Abraham and Moses. We've got time for a 5th one. Let's see, it's 92 Lail. Okay, towards the back. Done reading that one. Should be this one. Yes, how long is this one? Alright. Surat Al-Lail, the night. By the night as it envelops, by the day as it appears in brightness, by him who created male and female. Certainly your efforts and deeds are diverse. As for him who gives and keeps his duty to Allah and fears him, and believes in, we will make smooth for him the path of ease. That's, yeah. The night, 92 in the traditional ordering. By the night when it covers, and by the day when it appears in glory, and by him who created the male and the female. Surely your striving is diverse. So as for him who fears and gives and believes in the good, so we will ease him to the ease. Let's see. 8. But he who is greedy, miser, and thinks himself self-sufficient, and belies, we will make smooth for him the path of evil. And what will his wealth avail him when he goes down? Truly on us is guidance, and truly unto us the last and the first. Therefore I have warned you of a blazing fire. None shall enter it save the most wretched, who denies and turns away, and will be far removed from it. He who spends his wealth for increase in self-purification, and he who has no favor from anyone to be paid back, except to seek the countenance of his Lord the Most High. He surely will be pleased when he enters. There we go. 8. And for him who believes, who becomes stingy and self-sufficient, and he denied the good, so we will ease him to the difficult, and his money will not benefit him when he perishes. Surely on us is to guide, and surely to us to the hereafter and the first. So I warned you about the blazing fire. No one will roast in it except the wretched, who denied and turned away, and the fearer will avoid it, who gives his money for self-purification, and they do not expect any favor in return, except seeking the face of his Lord the highest, and he will be pleased. Thank you for watching. We now know what the Quran actually says. You have a good day.